Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by InTheMoneyStocks. Today is January 10th, 2017. My name is Nick Santiago. Thank you all for tuning in this morning. All right, looking at the S&P 500 E-mini futures, you'll see that the futures right now are trading lower by about a half a point to 22.64.5 per contract. Again, we're not going to make too much out of this at the moment, but we do have lots of stocks moving around, and that's really where our focus needs to be. First off the bat, we're going to take a look at Williams Company. WMB is the ticker symbol here. Stock right now is trading at 28.62, closed at 31.93. So this is a pretty good haircut for WMB. All in all, you can check out the news yourself, but price action wise, I'm looking at a couple of levels. First one I'll be looking at is really down to around $24. Stock gets there, I do think there's a fair amount of support. Traders probably can see a scalp play on the long side around 24.10. So keep that level on the radar. I'm not sure if it's going to get that far down, but either way, this stock is under pressure. We'll look at it once the opening bell rings a little bit later today. ASNA, which is a Cena retail company here. The stock is getting hit pretty hard. Closed at 601, trading at 455. I looked at levels here. I really just don't see anything that really looks that desirable. I would leave this one alone across the board. We will look at it once the opening bell rings in the intraday stock chat room. Let's take a look at Chipotle Mexican Grill, CMG. Looks like they came out with guidance that was a little bit on the weaker side. Stock sold off pretty sharply, but look at the rebound it's made here. Closed at 395.06 yesterday. Traded down to past lower than 380 this morning. Now back up to 410. So great recovery for Chipotle Mexican Grill. There is a lot of resistance around here. 410 to 414, so just be aware of that. But nonetheless, this is a fantastic move off of the lows this morning in the pre-market on Chipotle Mexican Grill. Let's take a look at Discovery Channel, DISCA. What you'll see here is stock is trading at around 25.83. There's not a whole lot of volume here, so that could change. I am seeing some support around $24. Keep that on the radar for later. Let's take a look at Deutsche Bank this morning. Ticker symbol DB. I did see this one gapping down. Stock closed at 19.05. Now trading at 18.58. I am still in the camp that this is very, very overbought. Again, I wouldn't touch it right now. It is coming under some pressure this morning. We'll look at this one again once the opening bell rings in the intraday stock chat room. We'll see what it tells us, see what it gives us, and we'll just see how it plays out. Not much we want to do with it at the moment. There is going to be some support from what I could see around 1847, 1848. So we'll see how it opens up. We'll see if it's a play there. Let's take a look at Illumina, ILMN. There is a lot of news on this stock this morning. Closed at 141.54, now trading at 161.43. So this is a great move for Illumina. It looks like they're going to have a deal with Biorad Laboratories. They're going to launch a single-cell sequencing solution. I have no idea what that means, but all I'll say is that this is a pretty good gap higher, and you want to respect it at least in the near term. Max upside on this today would be around 169, 168.70, somewhere around there. If it gets up that high, I'm not sure it will, but it's not that far away. It can do it. Either way, if it gets there, I would really tighten up the stop. Potentially, we would even fade the stock, but I'm not so sure until it gets there. So again, we'll look at this one once the opening bell rings today. And again, if you want to trade alongside of us, take that 7-day free trial to the intraday stock chat room. All right, let's take a look here at VRX. This is Valiant. It looks like they sold off some pieces, and the stock is getting a nice little squeeze higher. Right now, the stock is trading at $17.33, closed at $15.35. I believe the CEO is going to appear on CNBC today. But again, $18 is a very big hurdle. You can see how it got up there in the pre-market, got slammed back down. So that's going to be the line to get above. Looks like they also sold their Dendreon prostate cancer unit. So they are selling off a lot of pieces here when it comes to Valiant. So keep that on the radar today. VRX definitely in play today. They are trading higher. We'll see if they could squeeze it up a little bit more. But selling off some pieces today, and we'll see how that all plays out a little bit later. a little bit later on the charts. Let's take a look at Barracuda Networks, CUDA. What you're going to see here is that the stock is trading at 26.11, closed at 23.77. All in all, when I look at this name, this is a pretty good gap higher for the company here. We're going to give it the upside bias. Hard to say here, but I'd give it the upside bias to around $32. I don't think it's going to get up there today, but you never know. If you own it, trail the stop loss immediately. If you don't own it, I would just not do much with it until you get a pattern. So, again, we'll be looking at this one a little bit later on the session. All right, let's shift gears here a little bit. Let's go to the gold market. We're looking at gold futures trading down about a point. Looks like the U.S. dollar index is higher. Gold down about $1.50 to 11.83.5 per contract. Not much we're going to do there. If you're looking at the GLD this morning, you'll see that is trading right at 112.79. And again, closed at 112.67. So again, basically flat. Next up, we have crude oil crude oil is up a penny to $51.97. If you're looking at the USO, we're looking at 11.32 right now, closed at 11.31. So again, can't make much out of oil, can't make much out of gold right now, but those two commodities are always in play each and every trading day. Once again, if you'd like to trade alongside of us, take that 7-day free trial to the intraday stock chat. We had a great 2016. We're going to look to have a great 2017. With that being said, everybody, we will see you all on the charts.